Hey y'all, we are back. We are back. Sorry about that. Let me know if you can hear me okay. Let me know, child, because we have been playing around with things over here, so things are a little, a little screwy, but it's all good. It's all good. So welcome. This is Teresa Strong-Myrick, T Strong Speaks, and welcome in. We are in here talking about just all kinds of things, but we are getting ready for the party. So this is all about pre-party shenanigans. So I'm bringing special guests on. We're going to talk about some different things. This guest we have on tonight, she's just like one of my favorite people. She is absolutely one of my favorite people, I tell you. But I'm going to bring her on. She's going to tell us about her, what she's doing in the world, because she's just doing some amazing things. So I am so excited and proud of her. So let me bring in Lisa. Let me see. There we go. There's my beautiful Lisa. Hey,
Hey,
girl.
hey, T.
How you doing?
Doing good. Thank you. Blessed.
Oh, awesome. So listen, I will let you talk about you because I want you to tell folks what's going on with your life right now in this moment. Like what is so good about your life right now? I want to know.
I mean, we planned, plotted, strategized, and have arrived. So, and now we arrived so much so it's a little scary.
Oh
So
gosh.
right. And when expectations were meet and exceeded. So with
Oh,
that
that's good
being
stuff.
said, I just finished graduate school. Yeah.
Yes, baby. Yes.
Made a plan to get out of the classroom a couple years ago together, you and me. And
Right, right.
right, together, you and me. That was the plan. And we worked our magic. We went in the grind.
Hmm.
So 2 years was hard. Like, don't get me wrong, it
Yeah.
wasn't for free. It was
Right,
hard.
right, right.
So just
Exactly.
going in the grind. Just went in the grind for these 2 years and was also working. A crap ton of kids, but God is good. So here
Yeah.
we are at the end of this 2 year journey. I graduated. Before I graduated, not only did I get out of the classroom, but I got a job as a teacher. I got a job at the MBA for teachers, right?
Where's that? Where's that? Tell them, girl. Tell them.
So I work for Harvard.
Oh, yes.
So I work for Harvard.
Right,
so,
girl.
So how you do that, Crazy Lisa from St. Pete? How you do that? Like I said, we plot, plan, strategize,
And it
and we
happened.
arrive.
So I
Yeah.
wanted to start there because we're gonna just back this door up. So listen, we're gonna backdoor this. Listen to me talking. So let me make sure that folks know we're back on first of all, because I know you got stuff to do, babe. You got stuff to do. And of course, you can't find things when you really wants to find
Never. It's
them.
never
Mm-mm.
in place.
No, that's not how it goes. Okay, so because they don't know we out here in these streets and they need to know. Okay. Only because I saw people. Okay.
Let's
So
just get it on back.
I wanted to know exactly where. So well before we met, tell the folks what you were doing. Because they kind of need to know that front part too. But I want them to know where you are right now. So right now you're back in the state. You
Yes.
are you are mothering how many children? 5 children. And you are teaching at,
Well,
huh?
no longer. Oh, wait. Before
Wait,
or now?
right now. We're
Now,
going,
no. Now, like I said, I wanted out of the classroom. I wanted out of teaching, and so I loved teachers. Like I was
right,
one for 10 years. Okay.
right, right,
Even better, I love teaching teachers. So that's what
right.
I do at Harvard.
Oh,
I teach them how to design their classes online.
girl, hush your mouth.
I won't. I just won't.
Yes,
But
yes.
yeah, so that's what I do.
Okay.
It's literally my dream job. It's nothing I didn't ask for this. But what I asked for was very specific. I wanted more money. I wanted to be out of the classroom. And so I left everything else up. And then so look. right?
Yes. Yes.
So
When
yeah.
you start moving, baby, he start dropping them packages. You don't know what's going to be in them boxes, do you?
I mean, no, I mean Harvard. I mean, who does that, right?
That is awesome.
So
Awesome.
yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's
So now,
now.
that's now.
Yeah.
Where were you when we first met?
When
What
you
was
met
going
me,
on? Yes.
okay, so I will tell you, this wasn't my first attempt to get out of the classroom.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I'll tell you. So when you met me, you were
Mhm.
on attempt number 2, in which
Oh.
me and my husband were running a bake shop. That's when
Mm-hmm.
you met.
Right. Right.
Uh, in Midtown St. Pete, we have it
Yes.
open a little bit over the years, and I was just, I was your pusher girl. Is that what you call it? Had all the
Yes,
sweets,
girl. But them sweets were so good, and them salads, baby.
honey. You had to keep the balance, right?
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Cupcakes and salads.
So we loved it, but I was just really tired,
Hmm.
and it was exhausting. I loved it.
Yeah.
I think I do
Yeah.
stuff for the experience. I don't know, whatever. So we did this for a little over a year, and then I got offered a position in Abu Dhabi in the
Hmm.
UAE, and then
Right.
so we closed up the shop, sadly, and
I know.
headed over
But
to the
I
UAE.
remember those discussions, though. I so remember those discussions in the shop where you're like, "Oh no,
Because
this
we
is
were
a
doing
big
so
deal."
well. Yeah, we were doing so well, and then here comes this opportunity to do something. I mean, who leaves well, only we had 3 children at the time,
Yes,
who leaves the
right.
country with 3 children in tow, so
Hmm.
it was a scary thing to do. So
Right.
yeah, but and to leave something that was already working,
Hmm.
um, that was,
Exactly.
that's scary. That's a scary part.
Right. But you did it with knowledge, right? It was a calculated risk. It wasn't just like we just threw everything away and we just moved
Oh
out
yeah,
of the country.
absolutely.
Right.
It was an improvement. I mean, we were
Mm.
doing well, but they're like, do less work, more money, and I'm like, hey, we're coming. So that's what it was, and so
Hmm.
that's what it was. When we left, they said less work, more money, and I said we can do that. And so
Yeah.
it gave me a chance to actually on a personal basis reset my children because they were having a hard time in public school. And so when we went
Mm.
there, my husband was able to homeschool them, and that helped a lot.
Awesome. Awesome. So how long were you over there?
For 4 years.
4 years. Oh my
Uh-huh.
gosh. Wow. We're so glad you're back. Look, I can't see you. Haven't been able to see you because of COVID, but
I
I'm glad
know.
you're here.
I know. I feel it. We've been talking about this day.
Yes, I know, but soon come, soon come,
We came
soon
just
come.
before they closed the borders. We got off the plane, and then there was the announcement in Miami that we're not,
Wow.
no more importing flights from incoming flights from Europe. At that time,
Right,
we
right.
flew in from what country, honey? I don't know. Listen, we
Oh,
flew in
I
from
got you. I got you. But you got
Istanbul.
here just in the nick of
Just
time.
in time. Yes,
And
yes.
we're so happy. We are so happy. So I wanted to talk a little bit. Okay. So what happened in between? We got to get, let me stay focused. What happened in between then and now? What got you to where you are now?
So after the plan to leave, then we found out we were pregnant. So we left here pregnant. Well, I keep saying we like I'm not a one on human. My husband and
Yeah, I
I
know it's
thought
okay.
I was pregnant, right? So we left here pregnant, and then after they took a whole lot out of me, and so there was nothing left in me to do for me after they came because they were triplets, and then we lost one,
Yes,
and then
right.
they were in ICU for months, and I was in a foreign country, and I mean, like everything that could break broke.
Right.
So yeah, so like even though we had talked before I left, we had this solid plan. Somehow, the plan just, I mean, I don't know where it went. I don't know where it went, honestly.
Right,
And
right.
so like by the time they were one, I think that's when you were like, well, what's going on? So I'm spinning here, I'm wheeling.
Right, right.
So that time it was a good time for me, and I'm glad you reached out because I was like, I don't know what's going on actually. And then we did that. We had that you and me one-on-one vision,
One-on-one vision board. Yeah. Vision
and
board session.
kind of didn't look anything like any of my other vision boards. It was very targeted. It was very clean. It was very direct. And when I tell you everything on there, I watch it come to pass. Like Every single thing. I watched it come to pass. Lost like 60, 70 pounds. I
Yes.
I had a picture of a lady sleeping, right? And so I was getting crazy amounts of sleep.
Okay, so wait, let's talk about that because that is like the most vivid memory of your session is when we came to that reality of what's going to make you happy. Because you were like, I
Mhm,
don't know. I don't know
mhm.
what's going to make me happy, right?
Oh, isn't it the truth? Isn't it the truth? I
Right.
still
Right,
don't.
because at the time you had the babies, they were one. You
Mhm.
had the other kids, and you had the husband. It was a lot going on, so you weren't getting any sleep.
Yeah, no, because the pressure was on. I was the only one working.
Mm-hmm.
And he had a job, but it wasn't a money paying job. But
Right.
the pressure was really on, and I really felt, I was to the wall. I had nothing left to put in me, and I believe that's when you came to drop something in me that I didn't have at that time. I was praying for. Every day you pray, give me some strength, give me
Right.
some
Right.
wind. I feel like my
Right.
wind is gone. So yeah, that's where we were. That's where we were.
Awesome.
Yeah,
So we came to this realization, y'all, that what was going to really make her happy because see we get caught up in all the stuff, these
yeah,
things we want, put things on our board like I
yeah.
want this car, I want this house, I want this lifestyle, but when it comes to it, those aren't the things that really make you happy.
No, I remember you telling me I need to be looking for feelings. How do you want to feel? And I said, I want to feel rested. I want to be able to make great decisions. I mean, whether it be about what I eat, whether or not I
Mm-hmm.
study, whether or not it, I was able to make better decisions. That's where it came from. I think that's a
Right,
lot of
what.
the stuff. And instead of looking for something to want, then instead looking for the feeling that I wanted to feel in some time. I
Mm-hmm.
think that's how we kind of built this around the sleep thing because he was like, "Well, that's interesting," because
Mm-hmm.
someone
Yeah,
sleeping on
and then it was so funny because that's where we started. We just started with designing you a plan for sleep.
Yes, I mean, that was lovely. I need
Yeah.
to go. I need to go. It's time to go back to the drawing board. If you can't tell from these bags, honey, so it's time to go back. But
Yeah,
yeah,
but yeah, and that's the one thing I remember. It's like we just need to design. Okay, let the kids know, let your husband know that you just need some sleep to sleep in, and then we're gonna bargain. This is what I remember about your session. Then we're gonna bargain.
I mean, and the stuff you were saying was so practical, but just it was something I didn't even think about because I couldn't.
Right, right.
And
No,
that's the self care part of it that I wasn't in a place to get myself together. And here is somebody who is here. She got some wisdom. She's done the research. She's like, let me part this on you. And so yeah, I'm not really good at the self care thing. And so you were like the first step in it. And then as I regress, like we all do, excuse
right.
me,
Of course, it's life.
like
Yeah,
like having to say because that's my business. As we all
yeah,
regress,
yes, exactly. That's my
uh,
business.
then like okay, I have to be poured into so I can continue pouring because that's the truth. Yeah.
Right, and that's so important because um, what I love about you is that you're already doing big things in the world. You don't have you had businesses. You
Yeah.
you raising kids. You got your husband. You doing big things. You're a phenomenal teacher, and which is why you got chosen to be over there to teach. So you already doing big things, and I think that's where sometimes we get lost in it because we're doing all the things, but we just don't
Yes.
feel like we feel like there's something else.
Yes. Yes. I feel exactly. I felt like you were able to pull out where I needed to go. You know what I'm saying? You know where you know to go. You know what you need to do to get there. And I felt like in our discussions, you were like pulling it out of me because this is where
Yeah,
it is. It's here.
it's there. It's already there.
Right.
That's what I love.
Yeah.
It's already there.
It's there. So you
We
were
was
just
just
like,
like,
here you
yeah,
go.
there you go. You
Give
don't
me
see this, but
that.
let me show you.
Right, exactly. That's what it felt like. And like you feel all open. It's open. Everything's out. Teresa then
Hmm.
picked and plucked it out of me. So yeah, that was the amazing part of it. I feel like whew, I didn't know all that was in there. That's every time we get done talking. That's how I feel. Well, I didn't know
Uh,
all that was in there. Yeah,
uh.
yeah,
And the other thing too, because people have like I think they're kind of don't really know where life coaches fit in. Like,
right.
what do you do? Are you a therapist? Are you a counselor? And it's hard for me to really put it into words other than I see something in you that you don't, and I help you discover it.
That's
that is
brilliant.
really, that
That's
is really,
brilliant. That's exactly what I just said. Well, in my convoluted, weird, strange way. That's exactly what I said. Yes, that's what you do. So
yeah. And you know, and it's difficult for me to tell you what it is, but that's just when we start talking, it's just it's certain thing. I because see, I don't see your limitations.
yeah.
Those limitations are all in your head. They're not in mine.
Yes, because do you remember recently, even as I landed here and got this job at Harvard, and I'm saying
Mhm.
I'm feeling greedy because I want more. Yeah,
Girl,
you like what's that's normal.
girl,
You're like that's
girl.
normal. It's
Yeah,
okay.
that's good. Yeah, babe, let's keep going because
Right?
we don't know. We don't even know how much we can do, and until we don't know. But what I do know, and what I do appreciate about you is that you were in action
Yes,
because you could have taken all that stuff and just sat there.
that's
But
right.
we kind of tapped into something that you really wanted to come to fruition,
Yes.
right? It wasn't just a surface level thing. This is something you really wanted.
You
And it's
know?
still in the realm of your teaching, but you just wanted to teach it in a different way.
Yes, yes, yes. This is true. This is true.
Mhm.
I'm still in there. I'm still an educator. Only, like okay. Well, I love teaching and all of my kids, all of these years. But I have 5 kids at home. And so I
Yeah,
had to be able to come home and have something for them because I'm going to be responsible for them in the
right,
world. So
right,
that was
exactly.
why I had to, do this transition. But as far as me doing the work, I mean, what's this saying? Pressure bust pipes? I mean, it wasn't for free. I was up against the wall. It was like you do this or you do nothing. You can
Hmm.
keep on doing nothing, you'll keep getting nothing. That's just how I was
Right.
feeling at the time. And after years of, I mean, everybody's levels are different because you say to me, you did this, you did that. I know. I always
Hmm.
want more. You know what I mean? I always want more.
Yeah,
I always want to do more. And so you'll have these things that are just coming at you, and if I don't do anything with it, then I'll get nothing from it. And so I think I was just
exactly.
tired. I was just tired of not doing anything with it.
Right. I know it was in a on a panel once, and that was one of the questions. When did you? Someone asked one of the panelists, when did you do something? When did you get in action? She said, just when I got tired of myself. I thought it was such a brilliant answer.
It's the
I just got
truth.
tired of myself.
It's the truth. It's the truth. There's nothing like personal accountability. It's
Hmm.
empowering. Like, it's easy. It's difficult to give that power away where you can say, this is, but people things do happen to you. A
Right.
lot of it is like what you do with it. What's going to happen now that this is happening? Because you can't stop people from using and abusing you. It's not gonna. There's nothing you can do. Any walls? No built. No nothing. There's nothing you can do. It's gonna happen. So what are you gonna do when that happens? I think that was
Hmm.
the next step. So as with
Right.
everything in life, when you hit the ground, what's next?
Absolutely. What is next? Because I just look at our lives. I've come to look at our lives just as puzzles. And
Yeah.
every piece is needed in that puzzle. The only difference about the puzzle of our life is we don't know what the end picture looks like.
But isn't that great?
Right?
That used
Right.
to give
That's
me
wonderful.
anxiety though. She
Hmm?
used to give me anxiety.
No,
Just not
girl, because
knowing.
see, as long as you're in action and you're moving the way God wants you to move, He'll keep putting those pieces together for you, and it'll blossom into where you just need to be.
See, that's what you need to hear when you're someone who knows you got more in you and you're not delivering. So that's what you just said is what I could count on hearing from you. That
Uh,
yeah, that okay, you don't need to be anxious. If you in the lane, you're doing the work, you're going where you're going. You're gonna
mhm,
get there at the end of the day.
right, absolutely. Because when you think about the stresses and the hard times of your life, everything you've done from this part, and I'm stealing this from some another coach. She said this so beautifully, but everything you have done got you to this point, and you survived it. You made it through, but you needed all of that to get to this point.
It is
So,
the truth.
right,
Right.
so everything you're going through now, you need in order to get to your next, right?
Like
Girl,
like
she said,
literally
yes,
my job now is like a mixture of everything I ran off and did. You know what I mean? Like everybody was like, where are you gonna put baking and photography and teaching and biology together to do? What are you gonna do with that? Um,
right,
that's my life today. Every little bit of that are the skills I picked up in that I need that for this. And that's why I came into it and I can do it well because I did all of these other things, which I thought were derailments, which I thought
Right.
were me getting off task. But I needed it. I still need it here now in the today. So yeah, that's the
Absolutely.
truth.
Absolutely.
That's the truth.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
So this is my final question to you. There are a
Yeah.
lot of people out there doing life coaching. There are a lot of people doing vision boards, right? Everybody's like doing a vision board. What made you choose me?
Well, aside from our personal conversations in the shop,
Right?
like really, because that's why
Yeah.
I was like, I really like this human.
Yes.
She is grounded in something other than herself.
Mm.
And while I want to read all those self-help books, I just can't. So if
Right.
I can get me a professional that has them curated, pulled the pertinent stuff for me and can deliver it for me, I will take it.
Mm.
And so that's what it feels like. It feels like a personalized, help list, like
Oh,
this
that's
is something
good.
I can do, but if you've already done the work, then let me, come, give me what you got. Come tell me what you got for me. So I felt like you knew a lot about what you were doing, and I felt like you cared about the outcome as opposed to like, I don't know, I felt like you were invested in. I felt like you were cheering for me. So, and I think that's
Absolutely.
important because like you run out of cheers for yourself. I did. And so like if you have somebody still like in your corner, like keep it going, keep it moving.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
definitely.
Yeah, because we came to some tough realizations in that.
Yeah.
All of, that whole session, and we talked about the little girl that we needed to nurture. There was a lot of tough things
Yeah.
in that needed to be addressed, and that's why I started doing vision boards the way I do, because I just didn't think it was useful to just sit in a room and play music and cut out things from a magazine.
Right.
I have just always felt like, no, if you're gonna visualize, if you just let's get all into it,
Let's
right?
just
Because
roll
I
up
know
your sleeves and
let's get
let's just get in
into
it.
it, right? And
That's what we did again. We did dig in. And like I'm saying, I feel like what's good about you is that you ask the right questions. And so I
mm,
think that in the end, that's what it takes for you to get answers that you need. Like if you come with this, like if you know where I need to go, like on the inside, I can't see a clear path, maybe. Then
mm-hmm,
you have these questions to ask me and help me to become more aware of what I already know, what's already in us. Because
it's
I feel like
already in
it
here.
is all already there. We just lose it along the way. So I think you have a great question sense. So those things together, yeah. So I would say your investment, the support. I would say the fact that you're knowledgeable, like it felt like you made this for me. Not just this was here, you're reusing this information, but this information is pertinent to what I'm going through and will help me get through what I'm going through. So that very specific and yeah. So that's it.
Awesome. Thank you. Because that's what I strive for. I strive to give you an individual experience,
That's what it is.
because what we do here is not cookie cutter. You just can't give everybody the same thing.
No, you
That's
can't.
why I always have to talk to people before I allow them to buy anything. I got
Right.
to talk to you and guide you into something that's going to really benefit you. And I need to know that we're a good fit, because, I'm not for everybody and everybody's
Yes,
not for me, right?
yes, that's true.
Yeah. So thank you. I appreciate that,
It's the
because
truth.
because
It's the truth.
that's what I hope to do. So it's good to hear it back. So thank you.
Most importantly, I feel like I know a lot of job coach or career life coach. I know a lot of them personally. Most importantly, I feel like you are directly in the center of your lane, and you are in greatness. And this what at the end of the day they will know. They will know. They'll be like, Lisa, you told me. I don't know what took me so long. I'll be like, people just don't listen to me all the time. I know.
I
But
be
you are
trying to help
directly,
y'all.
really, because anybody know me, know I'm gonna take the long, hard way. So if I can tell you, save yourself a rap or two, Go
Right.
ahead, right? That's what I would say. You are directly in your lane. I feel like God guides you. I feel like there's a hand in God. God's hand is in our discussion. I
Mhm.
feel the spirit, and I feel your joy for what you
Yeah,
do,
I
and
do.
that alone is energizing. Where if you don't have a lot left in you, you need that push. Like I see you on your videos, and you just keep pushing and smiling. I just love that.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
Absolutely. Thank you so much. I really appreciate your time and coming on here because I know you got stuff to be doing because you work so hard, but and
yeah.
you had
Harvard. And probably my dinner burnt, but whatever. We coming over for dinner.
oh my gosh,
Right
I
after COVID,
cannot
so I guess
wait.
I gotta go cook something else, right?
Girl, I cannot wait until we can all get together and just enjoy ourselves and
It
one
will be
another.
soon. It will be
Yeah.
soon.
All
Thank
right.
you.
Well, tell everybody I said hey.
You got
And
it.
okay. Talk to you soon.
Bye, everyone.
Bye bye. Thank you guys for joining. I hope that was beneficial to you. What she was talking about was a one-on-one vision board session that I do with people. If that pulled on you, then you can schedule that. Schedule to talk to me first, so we know that that's a good fit for you. And everything that I'm offering this month, the month of September, is 48% off. So whereas that is listed at $120, you will get 48% off of that. That is a 2 hour session where I sit with you one on one. We can do it virtually. That's how I did with her. And we can really get to the core of what you need and what you want and what you need in order to make those wants come to pass, right? So it's a deep dive. So if that's something that you need right now, especially in this season, to map out your next steps, because this COVID thing has thrown you for a loop. This economy has just got you just all nervous and crazy. Then register, not even register, but I'm going to drop a link where you can schedule a free 30-minute session with me. We can talk it out to see what is needed and get you scheduled for that. All right. So I appreciate you guys. Make sure you register for the party. Register for the party. This was just a little deviation from the party because I want to, y'all, I want so bad for everybody to experience what I have gone through with life coaching. That is the bottom line. I want everybody to understand this joy that's beyond understanding, this joy that is deep, that I can draw upon because I know that I am in my lane. I know that I'm doing what God has for me to do. It took me 7 years to get here, but I got it. And I'm so ready to serve you in this capacity. So if you are ready, even if you just think you're ready, just it doesn't hurt to get on a free call. It does not hurt. All right. So, hey, how you doing? My uncle's on here. Hey, Delisha, how you doing? So if this was beneficial to you, if you know some people who need this information, they need to hear this encouragement, please share it with them. Please share it. Don't keep it to yourself. And remember, be good to you so that you can be good to others. I will see you guys again tomorrow night. Bye.